Hey guys, this is Gavin Adcock. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today, we're gonna be doing the next season of Wheel Decide NASCAR series. Today we're gonna be doing uh, so this season is gonna be the truck series, and oh my god, what is happening? Hold on. Okay, so this season is gonna be the truck series. It's starting with AM Racing. Starting with AM Racing, driving number 22 is going to be Denny Hamlin. Oh my god, that hurt my eyes. Whoa. So, Denny Hamlin usually drives the number 11, but now he's going to be driving the number 22. At GMS Racing, they have the 2 and the 24. Driving the number... Driving the number 2 will be Eric Jones, even though he usually drives the 20. And his teammate driving the number 24. Driving the number 24 is going to be Ty Dillon. Hang on, Ty Dillon normally drives the 13, but now he will be driving the 24 Chevy Silverado. And Halmar Racing, driving the number 52 is William Byron. Oh guys, I'm gonna say this now. I plan on doing something where maybe I do a season based on maybe a more realistic season where I actually do it based off who performs well at each track. So yeah, I think I might try to do that sometime soon. But first, gotta get through Wheel Decide. So yeah, William Byron normally drives the number 24 for Hendrick Motorsports, but now he's driving the number 52 Chevy Silverado. Jennifer Joe Cobb Racing. They have the number 10, and driving the number 10 is going to be Chase Elliott. He normally drives the number 9, made famous by his dad, but now he's driving the number 10. And at Nissan Motorsports, they have the number 45 and the 44. Driving the number 44 is Alex Bowman. His teammate driving the number 45 is Chris Buescher. And KBM, one of the top teams in the series, Kyle Busch owns the 4, the 18, and the 51. This is normally a two-car organization, but since the 51 was ran and the series has a lot less vehicles or less rides than Cup, I needed as many trucks as I could get, so that's why the 51 is going to be a full-time ride. So, driving the number 4 is going to be Brad Keselowski. Driving the number 18 is going to be Ryan Preece. And driving the number 51 is going to be Eric Almirola. Okay. And Jordan Anderson Racing has the 31, number 3, and the driver of that car is going to be Tyler Reddick. And the FVP, Verified Proven, Chevy Silverado. Just waiting for it to tell me that. I'm just waiting to look down and see that my headset's off. Hopefully it's not. And Young Motorsports, they have the 02, the 12, and the 20. So driving the 02 is going to be Kevin Harvick. Driving the 12 is going to be Jimmy Johnson. And driving the number 20 is going to be Ryan Newman. At ThorSport Racing, they have the 13, the 88, 98, and the 99. Driving the number 13 is Clint Boyer. Driving the number 88 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Driving the number 98 is Kyle Larson. And driving the number 99 is Christopher Bell. Moving on to Hattori Racing Enterprises. Driving the number 16 is going to be Kyle Busch. And moving over to DGR Crossley, driving the number 17 is going to be Martin Truex Jr. And his teammate driving the number 54 is going to be Bubba Wallace. Moving on to Nemco Racing, driving the number 8 is going to be Cole Custer. I think that this is the first season that has the rookies. The 3 drivers that were replaced were Paul Menard, Daniel Suarez, and Daniel Hemrick. So yeah, they are no longer in the series, and they have been replaced by Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, and Tyler Reddick. Cole Custer is going to be driving the number 8 Chevy Silverado. His teammate driving the number 87. Fun fact, in NASCAR Heat 3, in my career mode, this is the truck I drove. I drove the number 87. So driving the number 87 is going to be Matt DiBenedetto. Moving on to Reume Bros Racing. Driving the number 33 is going to be Kurt Busch. Moving on to On Point Motorsports, driving the number 30 is going to be Joey Logano. Moving over from Ford to Toyota. Moving over to BMR Racing is driving the number 19. Well, is Ryan Blaney. And finally, Front Row Motorsports. Driving the number 38 is going to be Austin Dillon. Moving over from Chevy to drive a Ford F-150. Okay, now this is the part of the video where I go over the races that have happened in the season and who wins. So, starting with the Daytona 500. Starting with the Daytona Next Era Energy 250. Winning at Daytona is going to be Eric Jones, locking him into the playoffs and making him the first. Winning at Atlanta is going to be Clint Boyer. Once again, you're allowed in the playoffs as long as you can win a race. I'll allow you in the playoffs. I'll allow as many people in the playoffs if they win a race. And this season, we had 11. Vegas was won by Chris Buescher. Martinsville, the True North Global 250, was won by Kyle Busch. Texas was won by Eric Jones. The Dover 200 was won by William Byron. The Kansas 250 was won by Tyler Reddick. Charlotte, North Carolina Education Lottery 200 was won by Kyle Larson. Texas 400 was won by Martin Truex Jr. Iowa 200 was won by Tyler Reddick. Gateway 200 was won by Ryan Newman. Chicagoland 225 was won by Austin Dillon. The Kentucky 225 was won by Eric Almirola. Pocono 150 was won by William Byron. And the Eldora Dirt Derby was also won by William Byron. The Michigan 200 was won by Kyle Busch, and finally the Bristol 200 was won by Eric Almirola. So if you look at our playoff grid, oh my god. Focus. Thank you. If you look at our playoff grid, our round of 11, you have Eric Jones, Clint Boyer, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, and Eric Almirola. And moving on to the round of 11, the 3 races in this season are... Why do I have 2 Bristol races here? Hold on. Okay, so I went back and looked at the 2019 schedule for the Truck Series, and yeah, the first Bristol race is in the playoffs, so just ignore the Bristol race, ignore that one. So yeah, okay, so the round of 11 consists of Bristol, Canadian Tire, and Vegas. So winning the Bristol UNOH 200 or UNO 200 was Martin Truex Jr. Winning at Canadian Tire is William Byron, and winning the Vegas 200 is Kevin Harvick. And taking a look at the playoff grid, after the round of 11, the 2 that made it in off of wins are Martin Truex Jr. and William Byron. So who are the 4 that made it in from points? Well, here they are. Chris Buescher made it in after being very consistent, having top 5 finishes in all 3 races. Kyle Busch made it in after getting a bunch of stage points in the 3 races, racking up 3 stage wins while doing so. Eric Jones was consistent, getting top 10 finishes in all 3 races. And Ryan Newman managed to get top 10 finishes in 2 of the races and a top 5 in the second race. In the third race. But due to not as many stage points as Eric Jones, he is the last one to join. So now we move our head to this round of 6. So moving our heads to the round of 6, winning the Talladega Sugarlands Shine 250 was Denny Hamlin. Winning the Martinsville NASCAR Hall of Fame 200 was once again Denny Hamlin. And winning the ISM Lucas Oil 150 was once again, guess who it is? It's Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin pitched a shutout after not being a playoff driver. just like what Joey Logano did in 2015, even though he was a playoff driver, but we don't shut up. Winning every race in the round of 6, not allowing anyone to lock themselves in. So this is based purely on points. So, looking at the playoff grid again. So, who are the final 4 going into Homestead? Well, after finishing second to Denny Hamlin at Talladega and getting top 5s in the other 2 races, we have Eric Jones. The other 3 are William Byron, Ryan Newman, and Martin Truex Jr. Those 4 drivers are your championship final 4, and they will be going to Homestead. And now, this is when I talk about Homestead. So, Homestead overall, it was a good, great race. Truck Series is known for them delivering very good racing, and Homestead was no different. So, when it came to Homestead, Eric Jones was the class of the field, sitting on the outside pole along with championship driver William Byron. Coming out of turn 2 on the first lap, Eric Jones immediately pulled ahead of the 52 and was untouched for the entirety of stage 1. And stage 1, we had a bit of pit strategy. With Ryan Newman starting farther back in the field, he tried a little bit of pit strategy to underthrow the field, and it worked as he managed to he cycled out to the lead, but he was falling fast after pitting early. But he managed to hold off Kurt Busch, a driver who qualified 5th. He managed to edge out Kurt Busch to win stage 1. And stage 2 wasn't really too much different. With Eric Jones and William Byron restarting in the 3rd row, they were quick to get back to the front, with this time William Byron edging out Eric Jones for about 20 to 30 laps. And after 30 laps, Eric Jones took back the lead and began to pull away as pit strategy. And when it came time to pit this time, all the championship 4 drivers were on the same pits strategy, and Eric Jones came out the winner of stage 2. Stage 3, it was a long stage. It really came down to who had the long run car, and with no cautions in this stage, it really became apparent that Eric Jones had the long run car. But a driver we had not talked about all race long was Martin Truex Jr., and he was coming through the top 10 drivers fast, made his way all the way up to 3rd, challenging William Byron. Now, Martin Truex Jr. was faster than the 52, but since they are both championship drivers, they didn't let up. And them battling just allowed the 2 to pull away. And the driver sitting in 4th was Kurt Busch. And with the championship drivers racing each other, they started wearing down their tires, and Kurt Busch easily went past and went on to win. But on the last lap, coming out of the final turn, Martin Truex Jr. went to the inside of William Byron, or tried to get to the inside of William Byron, but William Byron put on a huge block, slowing down the 17 a lot. And by that point, the 2 was already away. Eric Jones, finishing second, wins him the championship. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll put a poll, and you tell me what season you want to see next. Do you want to see Cup or Trucks next? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.